Welcome to Dapper Lighting. In this video, we're going to do a short walkthrough of installing Dapper Lighting 575 lights into a BMW E30. The first step is to disconnect the battery. The next step is to remove the trim piece from in front of the headlights. There are 3 clips on the top that we'll go ahead and pop off. Be careful so as not to break the plastic trim piece. It is a little fragile. Now we'll pull the 2 Phillips screws out from the bottom of the trim piece. Be sure to get an extra hand on that trim piece as it's going to want to fall out. It should just slide right out once those screws are out. So now we have access to the trim rings. We're going to go ahead and pull the 3 screws around the trim ring out, and that way we can pull the old sealed beam light out. Again, make sure to put an extra hand on the headlight itself so that it doesn't drop down onto the bumper. Then reach behind there and pull the old plug off. We'll go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. All right, now that we have the lights out, let's talk about wiring. This is a Dapper Lighting 4-headlight relay harness. It may look like a lot of wires, but it's really pretty simple to install. The main parts of the wiring harness are the fuse and the 2 power and ground wires that hook up to the battery, the male connectors which hook up to the original plugs on your car on one side. These are the relays, and then we have 4 plugs that go to the headlights. If you're running HIDs on your low beams, you'll get a ballast with the kit, which includes multiple connectors that go from the ballast to the plug on your relay harness. Then the other side goes to the bulb. If you're running LEDs or halogen high beams, your relay harness and your kit will include connectors to go from the relay harness to the back of the bulb. This is our 575 headlight in black with a classic halo. One thing to note about the classic halos is that they do require an inverter. The modern halos do not require an inverter. Most people, when wiring up their halos, tap into the parking lights. Now that we've talked about all the wiring, let's go ahead and install the new lights into the car. Be sure not to pinch any of the wires between the headlight and the bucket. The tabs on the new light should line up with the tabs on the bucket. When installing your headlight, make sure that the housing is oriented in the right direction. There is a top, and that should be at the top. Also, make sure that you have the high beam and low beam in the correct location. Now that we have it lined up, let's put the trim ring back on. Be sure to keep an extra hand on the housing so that it doesn't slip out. All right, that one's in. Now we'll do the same for the other side. The headlights are in, so let's put the trim piece back on. Final step is to put the 2 Phillips screws back in the bottom of the trim piece. We're all finished. If you have any questions, please visit dapperlighting.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.